Jason Arday, professor at Centre of Cambridge Plagiarism Row, found dead. Academic was pronounced dead at his home in South London after police called to address after 3 p.m. on Friday. Richard Adams and Vikram Dodd. Saturday, the 15th of August, 2026, 0.10 CEST. Share. Prefer The Guardian on Google. Jason Arday, the academic who resigned last week as a professor at the University of Cambridge, has been found dead at his home in South London. The Metropolitan Police said officers were called to Arday's address by the London Ambulance Service after 3 p.m. on Friday. A spokesperson for the Met said, a 41-year-old man was pronounced dead at the scene. His next of kin have been informed and are being supported by officers. At this time his death is being treated as unexpected, but is not believed to be suspicious. The case is being investigated by officers from the Met Central South Command Unit. A file will be prepared for the coroner. The body was believed to be that of Arday. At this stage, police are understood not to believe anyone else was involved in the death. London Ambulance Service was the first emergency service at the scene. The person discovered inside the home was found unresponsive. Arday's family said in a statement, Jason was subjected to a campaign of sustained abuse for more than 3 years since he accepted the role of professor at Cambridge University by those who would leave no stone unturned in their quest to undermine him. The campaign of misinformation was too much for Jason, who was a gentleman and who always wanted to see the best in everyone. We are in shock to have lost this amazing father, partner, brother, uncle and son. We won't comment further at this point beyond asking the press to leave us alone now, and to stop the campaign of harassment which has been waged against Jason and his family for too long. The Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, said, I'm devastated for the family and friends of Jason Arday. He faced an unacceptable public hounding and campaign of abuse. I know many Londoners will be angry and upset this evening. Jason Arday was the victim of a pernicious public shaming that other people in his position simply wouldn't have faced. His death was a tragedy, but once again it should be a wake-up call for all of us. Arday was appointed Professor of Sociology of Education at Cambridge in 2023, and was the university's youngest ever black professor. But he resigned last week after accusations of plagiarism and inconsistencies in statements about his career and achievements. In a statement announcing his resignation, Arday said, It is with profound sadness that I write to resign, with immediate effect, from my position at the University of Cambridge and Jesus College. When I accepted the extraordinary honor of becoming Professor of Sociology at Cambridge, it was, without question, the greatest professional privilege of my life. Arday said he had been driven to resign because the relentless accusations, speculation, and public commentary have taken a profound toll on me and on those I love. Professor Deborah Prentice, Cambridge's Vice-Chancellor, said in a statement, We are desperately saddened to hear this tragic news. Our heartfelt sympathies go to Jason Arday's family and friends at this incredibly difficult time. Durham University, where Arday worked between 2019 and 2021, said, We are shocked and terribly sad to learn of the death of Jason Arday. He is remembered at Durham as a kind and warm person who actively sought to promote opportunities for PhD students. We want to express our deepest sympathy to his family, who are in our thoughts. Arday's rise to a prestigious professorial chair was remarkable. Arday said he had been nonverbal until the age of 11, requiring extensive speech and language therapy, as well as being illiterate until 18. That life story contributed to him being made a torchbearer for the 2012 London Olympics flame. After leaving school, Arday went on to further study before completing a doctorate in education at Liverpool John Moores University in 2015. That was followed by a string of academic posts culminating in a professorship at the University of Glasgow and a professorial chair at Cambridge. Arday was initially accused of plagiarizing another academic's work for his PhD thesis. But he denied the accusations, and an investigation by Liverpool John Moores University earlier this year upheld its decision to award him a PhD. But other elements of his life story were increasingly questioned, including claims of prodigious money raising for charity and feats of long-distance running. He was also challenged about whether he was non-verbal as a child. However, those claims meant little in the world of academia. After initially defending Arday as the victim of a smear campaign, as further questions arose about his academic career, the university began to temper its support. On the 5th of August, Cambridge announced it would hold an internal inquiry after it said it received new information about his academic qualifications and honorary appointments, as well as what it described as a number of ongoing complaints regarding academic misconduct. Jesus College, of which he was a member, said it would also hold an inquiry. But while Cambridge said Arday would remain in post and continue to receive support, Arday immediately announced his resignation. At the end of last week, Glasgow University said it would also investigate Arday's academic credentials. The controversy has stirred considerable anger within Cambridge's academic community, both between Arday's supporters and those who said the university had erred in appointing him to such a prestigious position. After resisting calls from senior staff for an independent inquiry, earlier this week Prentice backed down, saying she recognized the anger and anxiety around this damaging and difficult case. She described it as an aberration that should not be used to cast aspersions on the abilities of its staff of color. Arday's memoir, entitled Great and Unfortunate Things, was published this week in the US by an imprint of Simon & Schuster, with UK publication scheduled for later this month. Simon & Schuster has been contacted for comment.